The role of the Cooper-Hewitt Museum is to explore the importance of design in everyday life. Design is something that touches all of our lives every moment of the day, from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to sleep, whether it's the furniture that we sit on, the textiles that cover the furniture, or the cars or buses that we drive in. And what we try and do at the museum here is explore the design decisions that have gone to make the built environment that we're all living in.
The Education Department at the museum offers programs for students and teachers that engage them in the design process. We bring students, teachers, and the design community together to explore the potential for design education across the curriculum and throughout the community. During our exhibition tours, students are introduced to the elements of design: line, shape, color, texture, pattern. All of our school tours are free. We reach a very broad audience of school students who come and learn about their world as they investigate our exhibitions.
One of the things that makes the National Design Museum very different from some other museums that students have been exposed to is that the objects that we display here are everyday objects. The idea that we would display Coca-Cola cans in a museum exhibition is sort of a mind-blowing experience for the students. But when I explain to them that the reason that they're here is because somebody designed them, somebody made a choice about how these particular cans were going to look, they kind of look at you with that, that sort of light bulb in their eye, like, wow, someone did decide to make this, and that is important. And it starts to make them really think about how they actually interact with objects in a whole different way.
All young visitors to the museum are given activity guides for exhibitions, and these guides are full of questions and challenges to engage young visitors in the design process.
We give students a certain ownership. Ownership not only to this place, which is a public institution, but to the objects and the decisions that take place in their lives all the time. For me, that's really what it's about, seeing them really feel like this is a place that is for them.
Design Directions is a very exciting program. Through this comprehensive design education program for high school students, we serve not only urban youth, but also design professionals and colleges and universities.
Design Directions is a free 6-part series of design education programs for New York City high school students that includes hands-on workshops with professional designers, in addition to studio visits, college visits, portfolio workshops, and internships.
At the Cooper-Hewitt, I've participated in the urban planning program, the Redesign Your City program.
The programs I worked with was architecture, interior decorating, and industrial design.
I've worked with set designers, urban planners, and fashion designers.
Not all New York City high school students have the opportunity to engage in arts education. So Design Directions' primary goal is to offer students a creative hands-on experience and to give them a fun experience working in design.
We give, through these programs, students opportunities to work directly and intensively with professional designers. For designers, Design Directions gives them the opportunity to tap into the amazing resource of innovation, imagination, and experience represented by urban youth.
These programs allow me to step out of myself and kind of throw myself into situations and communities and experiences and let my thoughts and my attitudes about things get all shaken up.
There are more professional designers in New York City than any other point on the earth. At the museum, we can be the bridge between design professionals and urban youth. In order to prepare school teachers to use design across the curriculum, we need to engage them in their own right in a design education experience. For teachers, we offer Summer Design Institute and a community-based education program called A City of Neighborhoods, Bridging School and Community.
Participants in City of Neighborhoods come to us on the first day and they learn to look using the language of architecture and design. That means we take them out into the community. We interview people on the streets. We gather information by doing texture rubbings, doing sensory walks.
They write, they sketch, they take photographs, then they synthesize based on what they've experienced. how can they share that experience best with their students?
What I really think is the most important part is that the museum provides thousands of teachers ways to show students that they can really make change in their community.
Design education can serve as a bridge between school curricula and the world beyond the classroom. Through Summer Design Institute, educators and designers come from across the country for an immersive design experience.
It's a week-long institute for teachers, designers, design educators from all over the country to come to New York to explore what is design and how does it affect our daily lives.
They come to participate in design studios, to work with designers, to share models and strategies that have proven to be very successful in the classroom. It's a lot of fun, and basically the New York design community turns itself inside out to be accessible to these remarkable educators.
The museum provides the opportunity for teachers and students to really look at the world in a new way, their street, their neighborhood, their school, their local environment.
Community groups and young people and business leaders can come together and share ideas and exchange ideas.
What I get here at the museum is totally different from what I would experience at school.
If it wasn't for Cooper-Hewitt, I would not know what it was like to be an architect or to be a fashion designer or to be a set designer. I would have no idea.
It's like going to a big university full of classrooms, endless classrooms and endless resources.
And I see it really almost as a lab, almost as a lab environment that is a linchpin to bringing the community together.
Design education gives us a foundation for understanding and being engaged in the world around us.
I think what we're trying to do at Cooper-Hewitt National Design Museum, particularly with the work of the Education Department, is make people stop, consider, reflect, and wonder whether a product or service or building actually is as well designed as it could be. And I think it's extremely important to get young people to actually start to think about how things could be improved upon, rather than just simply accepting the status quo.
As a branch of the Smithsonian Institution, we're very eager to share our educational experiences here on a national scale, to present models and resources to inspire teachers across the country to use design in their curriculum, to inspire students to think of design as an option for their future, to help all of our audiences, and our audiences are all of our citizens, appreciate design each and every day.
Design is art, patterns, texture, color. Design is like, I guess, a blueprint or kind of like a pattern. But it has patterns, colors, and like design is like a car, like somebody designed a car, clothes, cans. Design is a work of art that people use to express their feelings. Buildings. What else could it be? Design is sketches and paintings, and what I like the best about design is when it looks good. Chairs, bottles, and pocketbooks. Like they had to design this building before they made it. When you want to make a building, you first have to draw it out. So when you draw it out, when you're done drawing it out, you make designs on it. Well, you could put stripes and you could put all kinds of shapes. And then it can be your own creation. And that's design. That's design.